All right, everybody set? Carl, you ready? You good? Okay. Thanks for coming in, everybody. So joining me here is Upper Moreland Police Chief Scott Bendig, County Detective Chief Mark Bernsteele, Superintendent Lower Merion Andy Block, and our First Assistant DA Ed McCann. So despite Kelvin Roberts' stated intention to flee to Jamaica, we are here to announce that Kelvin Roberts of Philadelphia was taken into custody this morning on charges of first and second degree murder, attempted murder, burglary, robbery, and gun charges. And he was taken into custody in Upper Moreland, thanks to the good work of the Upper Moreland Police. I'll also say that the charges, which were originally second-degree murder, were upgraded to first-degree murder on both individuals, including Charles Fulforth. So at our last press conference, I could not tell you the motive of why this happened, why this particular house was targeted, or whether it was random. I can now, and thanks to the county detectives and the Lower Merion detectives who've been working day and night on this case to figure out the why. The motive in this case was to steal guns, and they simply got the wrong house. They went into the wrong house with bad intentions and shot an innocent 61-year-old woman as she lay in her bed, and they executed her 25-year-old son. And I say executed because Andrew was shot in the back of the head as he lay down on the floor of his mother's bedroom, and he was face down when that shot to the back of the head came. So I'll give you some background now on the why. Both Fulforth and Roberts worked at a business. The business is called Junkluggers in Willow Grove. On December 6th, Junkluggers employees did an estimate of a residence in Bucks County with a similar address to the victim's address in Lower Merion, Montgomery County. Following that estimate, information was relayed to Charles Fulforth and then to Kelvin Roberts about a whole lot of guns being in the house. Seemingly what got lost in the translation is where the intended house was. The estimate was done in Bucks County, and they went to Meredith Road in Lower Merion. So it was simply the wrong house. So our investigation is continuing in this case, and there's a lot of work that we still have, but a couple things that I'll ask for at this point. What we need to know now is whether there are other folks in the area who either got an estimate or hired Junkluggers and then had items stolen from them or their homes burglarized. Second, this is clearly individuals that are involved in gun trafficking. There are gun charges in this case. There is a 3D printer. There was indications of a ghost gun that was used in this case, or a privately made firearm, and we believe there are others, and we believe there may be others, a lot more of these guns out there, and so we need to know if anybody has these guns, and we need to get them off the streets. So at this point, I'll take questions.
Do you know who the shooter is? Who shoots the young man?
So we're still working through the evidence in this case, but quite frankly, it doesn't matter. this is accomplice co-conspirator liability. They go into this house, they go in with bad intentions. They have zip ties, they have guns, and they did this to two innocent people. As I said, a 61-year-old woman is laying in her bed, and they come in and they shoot her, and then they shoot and kill her 25-year-old son, Andrew.
Was anybody else involved, do you think, that worked at the same company where they worked? Are you investigating whether or not anybody else that worked there is involved in this?
Our investigation is continuing, and we're not done.
Are the owners of that business cooperating?
They have cooperated with us.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the arrest today? Did he showed up at work, even though he was being,
Yeah, he showed up. Showed up wearing all black. He had, a mask type of thing around his neck. He went in, and the folks, at least one of the folks there called, and we were able to get him into custody. Upper Moreland got there quickly, and we were able to apprehend him.
So someone from Junkluggers called?
What's that?
Someone from Junkluggers called?
Yeah.
What was he looking? Did he say anything? What was he looking for? What did he go for?
I don't have an answer to that. I don't.
He was still employed there, right?
No.
Was he showing up to work?
I don't know the answer to that, Carl. He was found at the location and taken into custody.
So they go in looking. They go into the wrong address. They think guns. They're looking for guns in this place.
Correct.
Do you think they are violent inside that home in Lower Merion because they can't find guns? They can't find what they're looking for, so they're going to try to wreak havoc or get them to tell them or something like that? Why does that happen like that?
Yeah, I mean, again, they brought zip ties in, so they clearly intended to try to, tie people up or do something along those lines. And the house they were targeting had gun safes, so maybe they were trying to get in that way. There's a picture of one of the gun safes that they were looking for in the affidavit of probable cause, and they went to the wrong house.
Kind of one question and then a follow-up. So, okay,
Yeah, Deanna.
you have these guys. They clearly weren't at the original house, or they would have known that when they broke in, hey, this isn't what it looked like, because these two houses are very different when you look at them. So then does that mean that there was someone else feeding them the information? And what are you doing now for, say, the people in that one house and others that may be scared they're going to come after that?
Yeah, look, we've spoken to the intended targets. They know they were intended targets at this point, and yes, as is indicated in the affidavit, there was someone within the business that was feeding them information, and our investigation is ongoing.
You mentioned gun trafficking. Is there any indication that these two guys might be part of a larger organization that trafficking?
Well, that's what we got to find out. He had a lot of materials. There were a lot of things that indicate that this is a gun trafficking organization. I know I talked to you all about that a lot. These are dangerous guns that are out there, and there was a 3D printer that we recovered, and we'll continue to investigate that. But these are people that clearly had bad intentions and were trying to get more guns.
Are you able to tell us how many times Bernadette got shot and how is she doing now?
I can tell you that it seems that each day she's improving, but she's got a long road ahead of her. She's paralyzed, but has seemingly had gotten some more movement. So we're just hopeful, and our prayers are with her to recover, and that's physically and emotionally and mentally. I mean, she's been through a lot, and I just am glad that she's still with us under these circumstances.
Is she still in the hospital?
I can't tell you that.
The gun that fired in Lower Merion was a ghost gun, you think, or a privately made gun?
I believe so. Yeah.
The car, was that found, the white car you were in?
No, we're still looking for that.
Were you guys sitting on the business? You were there so quickly. So a call came? And
We
you
got a
guys
call.
dispatched from the PD?
We got a call, and officers arrived quickly and were able to take him into custody. And he had a gun on him when he was taken into custody. So that's another aspect of this where we're just very pleased that we have the police departments that we do. Abington, the other day did a great job in taking Full Forth into custody, and Upper Moreland did today. And I know I speak on behalf of Superintendent Block on this. The partnerships and the teamwork that has gone into this investigation, it makes me so proud of our law enforcement community. And as you all will see in this affidavit of probable cause, they put together very, very strong cases against each of these individuals, and we are not done yet.
Do you have the guns that were used on December 8th?
We believe so.
There's a 9 Meredith Drive in Southampton Township, Bucks County. Do you think that's the one that they were originally trying to go?
I'm not going to answer that.
Did the suspect go willingly when the officers came to arrest him?
He was taken into custody.
Was there a chase?
I think a slight one, but we were able to apprehend him.
You mentioned he was trying to flee to Jamaica. How did that come up?
We have his phone, and there was a text message indicating that he was trying to put together money to get to Jamaica, and wanted his proceeds from the home invasion and robbery.
And where is he locked up now?
He'll be at the Montgomery County Correctional Facility because these sentences are potentially life in prison. There's no bail available, and they will not be getting out. And I anticipate they will never get out.
Roberts is, Full Forth is Roberts' boss, was his boss in Blood Brothers from looking at sort of...
Yeah, seemingly. Full Forth was indications that Roberts worked for him or worked with him in this. I think there's a couple different layers to this organization, but they seemingly do estimates on removal of junk, and that's what we're looking for and asking for the public's help in. Did somebody hire this company? Did they do an estimate? Did they come and remove things from the home? And then were things stolen, or was there a burglary? And I'm not just talking Montgomery County. I'm talking Bucks County or adjoining other counties, Philadelphia. This business supposedly had a pretty wide reach here. So any information along those lines would be really helpful for us to know at this point.
And you said both are up on first-degree murder?
Correct.
You don't know if Roberts and Fulford, did they go into this home in Bucks, or somebody told them about the guns that they saw in Bucks?
We believe somebody relayed the information about the estimate that was done on the other home with a similar address.
Will the employee be getting the $5,000 reward?
I'm not going to talk about that either.
But neither one owned this company, correct?
Correct. I'll say that the owner of the company has been very cooperative with us throughout this investigation. All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.